Big news for Manchester United fans. In today's video, we're breaking down the latest transfer updates, including Marcus Rashford's future and who could be the next number 10 at Old Trafford. Stay tuned for all the exciting details. Manchester United already know their next number 10 after Marcus Rashford transfer update. Latest Manchester United transfer news and gossip as Marcus Rashford's future could see United make a decision about who wears the number 10 shirt. Manchester United have some important decisions to make in the months ahead, particularly in the summer transfer window. United still have a chance to win a major trophy this season in the Europa League as they prepare for a quarter-final against Lyon after the international break. In terms of the Premier League, though, the Reds will hope to improve on their current 13th place position and climb the table as much as possible over their final 9 games. When the summer transfer window arrives, though, regardless of what happens on the pitch this summer, some tough decisions will have to be made. One has arguably already been done after United sanctioned Marcus Rashford's exit last month, with the forward joining Aston Villa on loan. Villa have the option of making the move permanent in the summer for £40 million. Even if Villa choose not to activate the option to buy, a fresh report suggests that Rashford may not have a long-term future at United. The Daily Star has reported that Ruben Amorim has decided that he does not have Rashford in his plans for next season. As a result, United are reportedly preparing to sanction the permanent exit of their academy graduate, with Villa still the most likely destination. If Rashford does leave United, it would mean the iconic number 10 shirt becomes vacant. Rashford has worn the squad number since 2018, with the number previously being worn by Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Wayne Rooney, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and David Beckham, to name a few. United would have a decision to make on who would get the number. It could go to a new signing, but there is one player in the squad who is arguably most deserving of the honor. Amad has been one of United's shining lights this season, although he is currently sidelined with an ankle injury. Amorim admitted he hopes to have Amad back before the end of the season, but if not, the Ivory Coast international will be looking to play another key role at Old Trafford next term. Amad will be in the running for United's Player of the Season award this term, with 9 goals and 7 assists to his name so far this term. The forward currently wears the number 16 shirt, as has been the case since his arrival from Atlanta in 2021, with the exception of his loan spells at Rangers and Sunderland. Not many would begrudge United handing Amad one of the club's most iconic shirt numbers. Some may prefer the honor go to a new signing, but Amad has proven his value to the club and stepped up in many key moments across the last 2 seasons. Brutal Manchester United verdict offers Ruben Amorim chance to experiment before transfer window. Man United have 9 games left of the Premier League season, but according to Boffins from Opta, they have nothing left to play for. Manchester United might have secured one of the best results of their season last weekend, but according to Opta, it was also the day that their Premier League campaign officially became a write-off. The Opta analyst website listed United's chances of somehow salvaging Europa Conference League or Europa League qualification as 0.02% until the weekend's results, when all hope has now vanished. Ruben Amorim's side have eased their own brief relegation worries, and the failure of the promoted sides to mount a survival charge has ended any interest in the battle to avoid the drop in March. With the title race pretty much over, the battle for European places is all that remains up for grabs, and United are out of the picture. Results elsewhere ended their chances, according to Opta. United are 8 points behind Fulham in 8th and 10 points behind Brighton in 7th, so the gaps to make up are pretty much unbridgeable. United are now one of 4 teams given a 0% chance of winning the league, qualifying for Europe or going down this season, alongside Tottenham, West Ham and Everton. At least United and Tottenham still have the Europa League to play for and the carrot of Champions League qualification through that tournament. But this must be the first time in a long time that United's domestic season is essentially over by the end of March. They will want to improve on 13th in the table, but really that doesn't matter. The focus must be on Europe, and changes are a must, especially for the trip to Newcastle, which is sandwiched between the 2 quarter-final ties with Lyon. If anything, Amorim should be using the final 9 games of the league season, with the notable exception of the derby, to experiment. Players are returning to fitness, which will increase his options, but he can also turn to the academy to see if there are any gems who could fill holes in his squad before he turns to the summer transfer window. Rasmus Højlund is finding form again, but there should be time now to see more of Cheeto Obi, and assess his development over the final couple of months of the season. Harry Amas finally made his debut on his 18th birthday last weekend and can get more game time to see how he shapes up at wingback. Amorim knows more about Toby Collier, but the 21-year-old can get more action to see if he is a better fit for a deeper role or further forward. There could be the chance to offer debuts to Jack Fletcher and Jack Morehouse, young midfielders who have been on the bench in recent weeks without getting on. With uncertainty in the goalkeeping department heading into next season, Amorim could hand 19-year-old Ellie Harrison a debut in the Premier League. Robin van Persie said I was best he'd seen at Man United. I'm now only worth £1 million. Adnan Januzaj rose through the ranks Manchester United to make 63 first-team appearances for the Red Devils, but his career didn't take off in the way a former Old Trafford star thought it would. Adnan Januzaj was once told he was the best young player Robin van Persie had ever seen by the Manchester United icon, but he never quite hit the heights and is today playing for La Liga relegation strugglers and worth just £1 million. The Belgian star joined the United Academy in 2011 and worked his way up through the ranks, making 37 appearances for the under-21s team, scoring 9 goals and registering a further 12 assists before getting his breakthrough. Januzaj then stepped up into the first team in the 2013-14 season under Sir Alex Ferguson's successor, David Moyes, making an instant impact and wowing his teammates with his performances. Van Persie, who was playing as a striker for United at the time of Januzaj's rise to success, was one of the stars heaping praise on the young winger, with the Dutchman even claiming that he was the best young player at the club. Speaking to the Manchester United website, Van Persie said, "Over the years, I've seen so many young players and I can honestly say that of all the young players I've seen, he is right up there in the top 1 or 2. The former Premier League winner even compared Januzaj's style to his own as a youngster and noted that he saw something special in the winger." Van Persie added, "When I go back 10 years to when I was quite young, I see similar attributes. He's confident in a good way. He's not too bothered with the whole occasion or the pressure of the games. I was very confident as well, and I see some stuff in him and the choices he makes that I made when I was younger as well. But he's not the new Van Persie, he's the new Adnan. He's a great player and I'm a great fan of his. I thought earlier in pre-season that he has something special. He will give Manchester United a great bunch of goals and great games. He's a special player." However, despite making 63 appearances for United and scoring 5 goals for the club, Januzaj did not grow into a key player at Old Trafford despite Van Persie's high hopes. He did get some success under Moyes, but subsequent managers Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho did not see the same potential and he eventually left the club. Following successful loan stints at Dortmund and Sunderland, Januzaj left United and signed for Real Sociedad on a 5-year deal worth £7.1 million, €8.5 million in 2017. He forged a decent career for himself in Spain, making 168 appearances for Sociedad, scoring 23 goals and assisting 22 times in all competitions, but was far from the world-beater Van Persie envisioned. Januzaj won the Copa del Rey with Sociedad in the 2019-20 season and was also part of the Belgium squad that secured 3rd place at the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. Saudi to sign Manchester United star in summer move. Manchester United will lose a star player to the Saudi Pro League as Amorim continues to sculpt his squad before the summer. Manchester United will lose one of their star players to the Saudi Arabian Pro League ahead of the summer transfer window. With many teams suffering financially as United has been, a lot of big names in European football have been moving on to greener pastures in the Middle East. Likely the most notable of these movements was footballing legend and ex-Red Devil Cristiano Ronaldo transferring to Al Nassr in early 2023. Having already picked up the £600 million transfers bill left by Erik ten Hag in last year's transfer window, United were left with a limited transfer budget due to profit and sustainability rules. However, the total value of new transfers to Old Trafford this season has already exceeded €345 million, and so any significant transfers Amorim wants to make will be reliant on sales coming through first. With the club looking to reinforce multiple positions, an influx of cash could prove crucial as Ruben Amorim continues to reshape his squad. According to The Sun, the Red Devils will lose star goalkeeper Andre Onana to the Saudi Arabian Pro League this summer, the exact sale value and destination of which are not yet known. The Cameroonian already has 17 clean sheets on record this season, giving base to his estimated market value of €35 million. At 28 years old, Onana is reaching the peak of his playing career and seemingly wants to try his hand in the Saudi Pro League while he's still young. Now that the end of the goalie's time at United is becoming more visible, all that remains is for Amorim to acquire his replacement. But after 2 years of excellent service to the Red Devils, that replacement will have large boots or gloves to fill.